I was with my girlfriend, and we were picking colors for our apartment, and we started arguing which color should we use. And basically, I was like, white, don't need to think about it. She was like, she wanted something, and I was like, okay, let's grab the phone. There is 100%, there is some app that will be allow us to see how we'll look in our apartment, that color that she wanted. And to my surprise, I didn't find any app. If I found it, it was pretty much basic app, not working too well. So, and I was like, interesting.
Welcome to the Painter Growth Podcast, where we help you scale your painting company in record time. Join us as we explore sales, marketing, hiring, finances, leadership, and more, everything that you need to know to scale and grow your painting business. I hope you enjoy and subscribe. What is up, everyone? Mike Hickman here, founder of paintergrowth.com, and you're listening to the Painter Growth Podcast. Still off location, don't have my regular microphone. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, really excited for today's conversation. I am here with Filip from Belgrade, Serbia, which is awesome. And he's got a really, really cool app that we're going to talk about today. It's called See for Yourself, c-for-yourself.com to download it or check it out. Basically, it's a color picking tool where it's like augmented reality and help homeowners. It's like a tool that you can use to help your homeowners find colors. Is that kind of right?
Yeah, cool explanation. Basically, it's a real-time visualizer of colors.
Love it. I wish I had something like that when I was running my painting business.
Yeah. And funny thing how we end up with building this idea and the whole startup around it was, I was basically from the need. I was from totally different field. I was professional athlete, and I was with my girlfriend, and we were picking colors for our apartment, and we started arguing which color should we use. And basically, I was like, white, don't need to think about it. She was like, she wanted something, and I was like, okay, let's grab the phone. There is 100%, there is some app that will be allow us to see how we'll look in our apartment, that color that she wanted. And to my surprise, I didn't find any app. If I found it, it was pretty much basic app, not working too well. So, and I was like, interesting. And they start thinking about it, and I was doing professional still then as a professional athlete, and I started like doing something like with my friends, like picking their brains, talking with them, and one thing led to another, and we founded a startup.
What sport did you play?
Water polo.
Water polo. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a good swimmer.
Yeah.
I did speed swimming. I did speed swimming when I was a kid, and I saw the water polo guys. Thought it was crazy, just drowning each other.
Yeah. Montenegro, Serbia, they're well known in water polo. It has a rich history. It's not the most famous sport of all time, but it's cool. It can offer you something like to travel, to see the world, blah blah, etc.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's not basketball or football,
No.
but it's pretty much cool.
It's good exercise too.
Yeah, of course, and it offers you a time to deal with the startup.
Yeah. So with that, what's the process like from going from full-time athlete to tech entrepreneur? Like, what did you have to learn in order to bridge that gap?
So I don't know. I didn't like sit on the table and like read or something like that. It was from experience, building experience, and straightforward. A lot of doors opened to me, like just like that. It is not some magic wand, and I don't know. It just opened the doors. I had a friend from elementary school, and he was an engineer. And I called him. That was my best friend. I told him an idea. He was like, "Wow, cool idea," but he was in military academy, so something totally different. And then we started like little by little, and there was some innovation fund from European Union where they were funding some idea that are like starting, and we filled the documents out. We proposed our idea, our vision, and we were totally wrong about everything. But at that time, we were thinking, we nailed it. And we won that innovation fund. We got some funding from European Union, and then it started from there. Like, oh, now we are more serious. We now have funding. Now let's start doing MVPs or demos or something like that. But when we incorporated more people into our startup, it was not so difficult because I am from group sport, so I was used to being around the guys and finding the right route. How can we build something from scratch in terms of putting the vision, the mission, and everything, and following that route. And I had a friend from Vladimir, who is our tech guy, who basically had all the knowledge possible to start this
Because
adventure.
you're not the tech side. You're not the developer. You're the
No.
Sales marketing side.
Yeah. I'm the guy who asks in the office who wants to drink what. So I come to the office, tea, coffee, great. So
yeah.
But yeah, everything started from me, and there is a third part of the team. It's Filip, also Filip, and we were playing together in every club. It happened like that. So wherever I went, he went. So he was my partner to talk about all of these things. And when we started, it just went from there. Then we built our first app, and it was basically MVP of what we have now. And the biggest company in Balkan wanted to have it. It's called the Roma company, and we fast saw great results. And with those kind of results, then we won another funding from World Bank, where they recognize the potential, and the potential is, in the paint industry, it's still brick and mortar to the bone. Like, you cannot buy paint online, you cannot see the product, you need to go to the shops, back and forth. No one is secure how will something look. It's still with the swatches. That is the most usable tool to showcase for the paint professional, to showcase their future work and to sell the work, etc., etc. So it was laying down there something to be pushed to digitalization. It is even a natural way. And yeah, we won that, and then we got investors from USA, and it goes, and we finish our app. It's called Fable Paint Visualizer. You can find it on App Store. It's for iPhones right now, but we'll scale it to Android phone too. But we're concentrating on US market.
Okay.
We
How
want
is
to
that
build
different
this.
from the See for Yourself app?
See for Self is the startup name. The Fable Paint Visualizer is just the app. But the technology that is in See for Self, as we are dealing with, as you told your listeners, augmented reality, but we've solved it up with artificial intelligence. You need to do that. Joking.
Yeah.
No, really, we are using artificial intelligence too, because
It's one of the things that I thought was really cool about your app, seeing the demos and playing with it, was like how smooth it changes the colors. It doesn't just like change it and change, like it doesn't make the whole thing, like it incorporates the shadows and the different textures and how the walls go. And like, it's just really, it looks really real compared to like the other tools that I've used.
that is AI. That is AI, because all the technology that is out there to be picked by developers and other companies or whatever are something that cannot resolve the problem. And the problem is, what is a wall? And it's hard, even if you think about it, it's hard to describe what is a wall. It's flat surface, but it doesn't need to be. It's usually 2 meters 75. That's some standard in Europe, but it doesn't need to be. It's usually in one color, but doesn't need to be. So you need to build something extra so it can recognize what is the wall, what is the surface, what is not the wall. So what are the things that are not wall, TVs, shelves, chairs, whatever. And then what are the shadows, what are not the shadows, and all of that is artificial intelligence. And then we mix it up with augmented reality, which is basically graphics or graphic layer to everything. So AI tells us this is the wall, augmented reality painted, and that's it. And because from the start we saw what are the tools or apps that are available, There is one from Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore, and all of them are from 2014 or something like that. And really, bravo for them. 2014, it was impossible to do it in quality manner.
Yeah.
Literally, technology-wise, impossible. But they figured something out and they've made it. Now in 2024, 2025, it's really old. It's 10 years old. And the next step was introducing the AI. And
Because like Sherwin Williams has a tool, right?
Yeah. It's
But
not
it's pretty basic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the best one, because when you start like wanting to see some colors, it blinks all over the place. It spills on the floor, spills on the. It's not something that will help you sell something. So it's misrepresentation of your product. If you want to sell something, it needs to look the best it can look to the real life. And we wanted
maybe they'll buy you guys in a few years.
Yeah, who knows? We wanted to raise the bar from from swaps to something that is really confident in informationally wise to the customers. And
so how about color codes and like color matching? Benjamin Moore, Sherwin-Williams, PPG.
Yeah.
Do you have all of those colors to test out through the app, or how do you know which color is which?
Yeah. The thing is, so we went, when we finished our app and everything, we tested in USA, and we took the colors from Valspar, Benjamin Moore, Sherwin-Williams, and Bear, all according to the law. So trademark, everything is, we find a law where we can borrow things out, because we are not earning anything. We are just testing the market, and we took from their website, etc., etc. I need to say this disclaimer. So, so yeah, when you download Fable Paint Visualizer, you will see different paint companies with their color selections. And funny thing, but we saw so much analytics, and we saw so much of differentiation from traditional buying process of how people consume the product and everything, that we were blown away. So traditional is like, you have an idea that you want to paint, then you go to collect information, and then you act. I want it or I don't want it. So this second step, collecting information, is where all the people fall from the railway. So because you need to go to the shop, you need to talk with someone, they will give you swaps or they will not give you swaps, you need to order swaps, and the whole process is so cumbersome and long that is like difficult. And when we were doing the research for US market, and we wanted to see how US citizens see painting. And in every cult movie, in every movie that is so big, painting is something that is fun. It's always like people are smiling with children, everyone is painted, they all have the caps from newspaper, something like that. In every movie, it's depicted like some family-oriented job that is very, 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 very happy in emotion. And then we saw the reality that is like, oh, I need to go to the shop, I need to take it, I need to go home, I will do it tomorrow. And it is because of the whole cumbersome process. So, for example, what we saw is that 90% of people who used our app, and we had like in a couple of months, we had over 100,000 downloads with basically very, very, very little advertisement, like something 300 euros a day or something like that, very basic, just to test out what goes. And we saw that people are focusing only on two family of colors, and then they're picking nuance of those two families. So they don't want to see 20,000 colors in swaps. They want to have something that is limited and something that they can decide quickly. So we saw which is the second most considerable color that never end up being like a screenshot or something like that. So you can see overlapping with a lot of information that paint companies doesn't have. They're brick and mortar to the bone. They don't have analytics from the field. They don't have information. Hey, who is buying what? Why are they buying? Etc. Etc. Because of the retailers and everything. If you look from the business side, what I've learned from the paint industry is that basically paint companies are in business with retailers. But naturally, they should be B2C, business to customer. We are building products for customers, but they don't see customers, except Sherwin-Williams or who else have their own stores. But majority of paint companies in the world, they sell to retailers. Retailers has their input with customers, and the information is lost somewhere there. So no one knows who want, why they want, are they happy with the results, not happy. So the whole cumbersome process falls down.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, you know what? I just had another podcast with another company called Live Switch, and what they do is video estimating. So like virtual estimates where they could like the customer can just hold up their phone and show you their house from far away and I'll record and everything.
Okay,
It would be really cool to see like your app integrate with them. So
that's
while you're
awesome.
talking to the homeowner, changing the color of their house for them,
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
that would be some awesome. We built with Apple phones that have a LiDAR that is a pro version of Apple phones. And with
Okay.
LiDAR, we can measure the walls and the surfaces. So someone can go and pick the color and just make a turn around himself, and it will tell you how much paint do you need. And we want to scale with artificial intelligence to be able to do it on every possible phone. It's a hard task, but I think it's plausible. But your idea is great. I would like to get in
Yeah.
contact with them. Who knows what can get out of it?
Absolutely. So what is your model? Is it to like charge a subscription to painting contractors, to charge the homeowners? Like how do you guys monetize your app?
So the idea for our business model is to charge paint companies for shelving their products into our virtual showroom. So because if you let's stick to that subject first. The paint companies have a problem. They don't know who is going to paint. So it's a massive problem. Everyone is target person who rents or who owns apartment. So their marketing efforts needs to be like we are carpet bombing everything. They need to be in radio shows. They need to be on billboards. They need to be on sports events. They need to be on TV commercials. So everywhere they need to be. But like this, what we experienced was we just went with small advertisement where we said, hey, there is a tool that can help you visualize paint on your wall. And instantly we had like a bunch of downloads. We were even into 65 into the lifestyle category of the App Store. We were ranked 65 in from all the apps ever existed on the App Store. And the need is there. So like this, if they shelf their products, they would show their products to the extremely niche oriented public who want to paint, because no one who doesn't want to paint will download the app called Paint Visualizer. There is no freaking thing that someone will do it. So automatically they're communicating with people who are high in intention. So we want to charge companies for that. For regular consumers, it's completely free. And for the paint professionals, we want to expand a little bit the app with possibilities of measurements, calculators, etc., and to be able to allow them to advertise in front of the people who want to paint, because they share the same problem with paint companies. They don't know who wants to paint in their local environment, so they need to go
Oh, you have
with
two things there. One is like advertising to the people who have downloaded it, and then two is like, are you kind of like selling the homeowner lead back to the painting contractor in the local area?
Yeah, we want to put all stakeholders in the paint industry at one table: companies, professionals, and regular consumers. So paint professionals will charge them for being allowing them to shelf the products inside of our app, and paint professionals they
What
will
does that
be
mean? Shelf the products inside the app.
to put their products inside of our app. So for example, if you go to our app and you choose Sherwin-Williams as a company, you will have your palette of their colors. And you will be able to see where you can buy that color in the nearest shop around you. Yeah.
So you charge the suppliers to have the product in your app. Okay.
Yeah. And then for the professionals, we charge them to advertise inside of the app. And you, as a regular consumer, you'll be able to see, hey, in like my local neighborhood, there is like 3 paint professionals, and you can call them right away.
Okay.
So paint professionals get a value.
Would you ever sell that user data to a paint company and have them call the client who downloaded the Paint Visualizer app?
Interesting. I didn't put my brain on that question. Interesting question. I would need to think about it.
Well, think, because if a homeowner downloads it,
okay,
they are now a qualified lead for a painting contractor to call.
Yeah.
So you get in the lead arbitrage business too.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. We need to be careful with information and everything, because you need to be like, you can only use metadata and everything, so you cannot go like so deep into the information wise. You need to protect all the people, but
yeah, you have to have the right terms and conditions and everything for users.
Yeah. It's
like as you log in, as you create your account, it's like, am I a homeowner or am I a professional? And you click which one, and then based on that, you'd have its own terms and services.
Yeah. But interesting. So, and that's it. Our final goal is to have an e-commerce platform. But now the market is not ready. The logistics are not there. The paint companies, the big ones, they're thinking about that, but like to move them in some direction, it's impossible. They're too big of giant. They're moving slowly and everything.
Yeah.
But what is thing that drives a smile on my face is from the time when we started up till now, it's like 3 years, something like that. There were neither one company in the world who were selling paint online. Now you have like 15 of them. So the trend is there. Like, you have very good companies in Great Britain, you have in the US too. They're selling only online. It makes sense, because when you enter in the paint shop, you cannot see the product. You just get the can and that's it. It's not a showroom. It's more like a collective center or something like that.
Yeah. So e-commerce platform is the future, is where you eventually want to get to.
We want to be go-to place when you want to paint, and that's it.
Yeah. But for right now, the ideal use case for a painting contractor would be basically download the app, bring your iPad or whatever to the homeowner's house, and then show them the different colors and help them pick a color in an interactive way.
That's the value, because they can showcase their future work. So when you're selling something, you need to show it. When you want to sell the shoe, you show to the customer. Like this, now the process of selling, it, but it's like, we can do it this color, it will look nice, trust me, etc. Like this, it is more like, which color would you like to use? Boom, 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 boom. You can see it, you can experience it, and you as a paint professional can sell the job quicker. What else we found when we were testing on site in USA? So we built also for exteriors, the app for exteriors, and like we had like 10 paint professionals that we found, like, to test and to see how what are the results of interacting with the customers. And 3 of them told me, hey, I used it. Like, I went from the house to house and I saw the exterior was very bad. I was clicking on playing with colors. I ran onto the door, knock, knock. Your exterior is very bad. Can I show you how can it look? And they showed them and they got the job. And I was like, I didn't think about that. Now you have a tool that you can show to the customer, like, hey, this is how it will look. If you knock on the door and say your exterior is bad, he'll say, who gives a fuck? I want it to be bad. I don't want to pay. But now you're showing him results. So it's like, you can like pay and you have this.
Yeah,
so
you're providing a lot more value instead of just trying to get a lead.
Yeah. It's
like that idea. That's really cool.
Yeah, for professional, it's a tool. For consumers, regular consumers, it's an app that allows them to get information. And for the paint companies, it's a virtual showroom.
Mm-hmm.
And everything happens with the people who need each other.
So can you go from like just house to house without resetting anything? Like if I pick this color beige, this whatever, off-white, and I'm inside, and then I go outside, show the house, and then point at the neighbor's house, will it just go over? I didn't test that out.
Yeah, of course.
Just works like
For
that.
the exterior, you have the app now. It's we didn't turn it on for the exterior because we have something more to do it. But yeah, if you go with one color and go outside of the home, he will recognize, hey, now you're in exterior because of the artificial intelligence and everything. And then
when will you have that the exterior ready?
First quarter next year, or something like that.
Okay, pretty soon.
First quarter, yeah, pretty soon.
Before the spring.
Yeah, before the spring, before the painting job starts.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a really cool prospect, because we do teach our clients to go door to door and how to set up teams to go door to door for them. So
Really?
we could
How does it go?
enable. I mean, it depends. You need something to break the ice, or else it's really tough. Like right now, this time of year, we have our guys wear a Santa hat, and they go door to door and they wear a Santa hat, and that can make it really easier to like get people to answer the door.
Okay.
But if you had a tool, I can just picture like knock knock, hey, hi, I'm Mike with Blueprint Painting. I just visualized your house with a new color. I'd like to show you what it looked like if it was blue.
Yeah.
Right. You want to step outside with me, and I'll show you what your house looks like.
Yeah.
I think that would be like an awesome.
And you know what? If I get a job for exterior, there is increased possibility that I'll get a job for interior too. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, we are doing this once. Like, do you need for interior? I can show you right away how it look, or download the app and choose, and you can send me the screenshots.
Yeah. So what does the app cost for a paint professional?
So we've done our surveys, and with like over 1,000 paint professionals, and asking them with putting the fingertips on the pulse. But I would like if your listeners can point their comments in the section below. So basically, it's something that will drop between $15 a month and something to 25. That is the range where people were like choosing that the value they get will for the tool like this they would pay. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking around 30, like 29, 30, and 30 a month would be
okay. So yeah,
I would say that 15 would be a little bit low for what the value of this. Everyone's probably listening to me like, Mike, shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Mike. yeah. But okay, the price was 15 to 25, something like that. We have even someone who is like 50 or something like that. But the to be really precise, it's something like a 23, 24 or something like that. So you're not far off with your.
I mean, if you start using it on every estimate, you'll definitely land more jobs. It'll pay for itself really quickly, right?
Yeah.
We're all about making your painting business as professional as possible, and every additional tool like this that you can showcase to the homeowner is just going to make you that much stand out to everyone else.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can even make some partnership. I don't know. Because next year we want to scale, full launch scaling into the US, and we are really much open, especially for the people who are from the industry. I was looking a lot of people to communicate about that potential partnerships or something like that, because we need people from USA, and we need people who really understand the paint industry from bottom to up. So maybe after this podcast we can continue talking.
Yeah, absolutely. Love the concept of partnering and helping the industry, and I even have some contacts at Sherwin-Williams. Maybe we can make some introductions there.
Yeah. My partner would be now happy as a small dog because we were searching for some, and the contact we got were like people who were, let's say, 40 plus or something like that. They didn't see the potential in this. They were like, everyone knows how to do their job. You don't need any visualizer. You have swaps, etc. It was not like so much welcoming from the industry, the older ones who have some, I don't know, contact and experience, etc. But I get it. It's like the whole industry didn't have some technologically advancement for ages now. Maybe you know it, but from my point of view, I couldn't see something that is building different.
Yeah, I mean, I think the pain point is like there's a few different of those color visualization tools that are on the market right now, but I don't think any of them are really like work really well, right? Like there's like some of them may not show the color right, or like you said, it like flashes onto the other
Yeah,
substrates. So if it can be done perfectly and have a great experience and be really cool and be helpful and have all the colors, right in there, then I think it
yeah.
could be very useful.
Trust me, I didn't want to go to the AI stuff because in order this to build, you need like having like 200,000 photos of interiors where you handpicked like, and you go
Yeah.
extracting what is the wall, what is not the wall. That process cannot be
Data
done by
labeling.
data labeling, everything. So it's and
Yeah.
imagine now like going every photo, like, and every pixel matters, because how will you learn your AI? And then the biggest part of it, now when you learn it, how will you scale that to work in real time in your mobile phone? Because mobile phone is not a computer, and there is where it gets really really tricky,
Yeah.
and we resolve that. And this technology can be adapted. It is because of this is the name of startup is see for yourself. It can be adapted to wallpapers, tiles, flooring, whole bunch of industry that share the same problems. You cannot see the product, and if you cannot see it, how will I buy it? And that's it.
We're doing some renovations right now, and my wife wants to do some wallpaper. So if you're ready to do wallpaper, she could really use that app right now.
Yeah, I will send you the demo to check this out. We have some
Sounds good.
wallpapers doing. So yeah, that's a problem. Not even in paint industry, in the floor industry, wallpaper industry, tile industry.
Yeah.
All of them have the same process. Like you go to the shop, you cannot see the product. If you want to see wallpaper, it's in some rollers or whatever. They stretch it out and like, can you imagine the whole room with this? No, we need a
Kitchen
guy.
cabinets too.
Yeah, that's something that is crazy too. Yeah. But that is a little bit different in technology
Yeah,
wise,
for
but it
sure.
can be done also, but share the same problem. How can I visualize how will this look?
Yeah. So how can people download the app? How can we test it out?
They can go to the App Store and type Fable Paint Visualizer,
Fable,
and that's it.
Fable.
Yeah, Fable, like a
Cool. We'll
story,
send
Fable.
us the link. We'll put the link in the info below. And yeah, highly encourage everyone to check it out and
Wait, certainly I'll
see
do
for
it.
yourself. Like I said, I think see for yourself.
Yeah,
I think
see for
it's
that.
I think it's really cool. I think it's that you guys have done it a lot different than Sherwin or any of the other visualizers. So I definitely think it's worth checking out. And have you guys even put a monetization on it yet, or is it still free?
No, it's free. It was just
Okay.
testing of US market, and we wanted to see behavior of people. How will people use it? And now we can see daily active users. So there are professionals 100%. So 2% of our users are daily active users. Those are professionals, decorator, or paint professionals, something like that. And the rest of them were like, it was pretty much interesting how did they interact with products, what colors. And
Yeah.
when you see data and you see that from like 5 companies or 4 companies, the it all fall down to one color, and you're like what are the chance that all of them struck to one color, one
Yeah.
one one shade of color. It's crazy. It's mind blowing, and it's 4 different companies. You cannot know where that color is in the other companies, etc., etc. And when you see that one stands out, you're like, this is
Yeah.
crazy. This is
If you
crazy.
guys can get all that data, that can be super valuable data to
Yeah,
income
yeah.
base as well.
But we didn't find a lot of openness like to analytics. It's hard now, but we talk limited with people from big paint companies, and you need to persuade them how they can use those analytics. Because it's hard. It's brick and mortar job, and now you're leaping too much forward. Like, hey, we have our stores, we have our people who are selling in those stores, etc., etc. It's like we have our standardization process, and why would I need to know this, and this, and this?
Yeah.
And when you see the analytics, you actually can see that people are completely acting different than how do you push them to act.
Yeah. That's so cool. I love it, man. Well, you're definitely onto something. I think you guys are doing it right. So if anyone wants to check it out, it's free. No reason not to.
Yeah,
Start using it
yeah.
tomorrow on your next estimate. Cool. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate the call.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank you, Tenžera, for having me, and it was my pleasure.
And we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, when we scale it to US and we have a full launch, then we can get back with the results and share it with everyone.
Love it. Love the story,
Cool.
man.
Well,
Appreciate it, Bill. See you.
thank you. Ciao.
Thanks for listening to the Painter Growth Podcast. If you want to grow your painting business, go to www.paintergrowth.com or click on the top link in the description. Talk soon.